The Little Girl Who Carried the World, Episode 2. Years passed, and Lindau grew older. By the time she reached grade 12, she was no longer the small, fragile girl who had first arrived at the pastor's home. She had grown into a quiet, strong young woman, but her life had not become any easier. Her responsibilities remained the same. The long days, the endless chores, the silent suffering. One day, as the school term continued, Linda realized she no longer had proper shoes to wear to school. The ones she had were torn and worn out from years of use. Gathering courage, she approached the pastor's wife. "Ma," she said gently, "may I please have shoes for school?" The woman barely looked at her. "Call the elder son," she said dismissively. "He works far. Ask him to bring them for you." Lindau did not think much of it. She had always seen him as an older brother, someone she could trust. When he returned home days later, the house seemed normal. Nothing felt out of place. But that night, everything changed. In the middle of the night, a soft but firm voice called her name. "Lindau, come." Half asleep and confused, she followed the voice to his room, believing she was finally going to receive the shoes she had asked for. But the moment she stepped inside, the door was locked behind her. Her heart began to race. Then he spoke words that made her world stand still. "My parents said, you are now my wife." For a moment, Lindau could not breathe. The room felt smaller, the air heavier. Confusion, fear, and disbelief rushed through her all at once. This was not what she had come for. This was not what she had agreed to. Something inside her refused to accept it. In that moment of shock, her instincts took over. She pushed past the fear, found her strength, and ran. She unlocked the door and rushed out, her heart pounding loudly in her chest. She ran back to the main house, shaken, terrified, searching for safety. But what she found there broke her even more. The house was quiet. Too quiet. And then she realized, they knew. The silence, the calm, the lack of surprise, it all revealed a painful truth. Everyone knew what was happening. Everyone, except her. That night, Lindau did not sleep. Before the sun rose, while the world was still dark and silent, she made a decision. She would go home. She walked for hours, her feet aching, her body tired, but her mind determined. She needed to see her mother. She needed someone who would protect her. But when she finally arrived, the pastor was already there. He had come before her. He stood speaking to her mother, his voice calm, controlled, telling a completely different story. By the time Lindau reached them, her mother looked confused, unsure of what to believe. The pastor turned to Lindau, his expression no longer harsh, but pleading. "Please," he said quietly, "do not say anything to your mother." He apologized. Over and over again. But his apology felt heavy, not with truth, but with fear. Lindau stood there, torn between speaking out and protecting her already struggling mother from more pain. Her heart carried anger. Her mind carried confusion. And her silence carried a weight no child should ever have to bear. For the first time, Lindau understood something deeply. Not everyone who speaks of faith lives by it. And not every place that looks safe truly is. But even in that moment, standing between fear and truth, something inside her remained unbroken.